Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are studying lesson number 19 and this is the session number 2. In the previous session we studied how to form a masdar, ism fa'il and ism maf'ul from fi'l mazid, from the augmented form of the verb. In some previous lessons we have already studied how to make masdar, ism fa'il and ism maf'ul from the fi'l mujarrad, 3-letter verbs. So we studied 3 plus letters of the verbs we studied last time, and today we're gonna study ismul makani wa zamani. Here are some examples. Wakanat Baghdadu makarral ulamai wa shurai. Baghdad was the headquarter of the scholars and the poets. I have circled some words. We're gonna study them later. What are they? وَمَرْكَزًا لِتَعْلِيمِ الْعُلُومِ, and the center for the education of sciences. مِنْ مَشْرِقِ الْأَرْضِ إِلَى مَغْرِبِهَا, from the east to the west, from the east to its west. Kama kanat markazan litibbi, like it was the center for the medicine. Izanan bi maw'idi intaha il khalafatil abbasiyati. Izanan means signaling or indicating. There is some sentence from the main lesson. Signaling or indicating the time of the end time of the Abbasid Caliphate. Fakanat multakat darasina, and it was the meeting place of the scholars. Darasina. Fakad ukimat fiha al mustashfiyatu, and the hospitals were established or built in it. Akama yukimu is a form for verb, means to establish, and to make in the passive form it becomes akama changes to ukima, yukimu changes to yukamu. So ukimat is hiya ukimat, huwa ukima, hiya ukimat, and means was established or built. Asharhu, the explanation. Ma nau hazal kalimati. So the words that I have circled, the question is, what are these? What type of words are these? Hiya kalimatun nakhuzuha min al jizri. These are the words that we take from the root. Takulu lana makana aw zaman al feli, and they tell us the place and time of the verb. Means when we say here Baghdad was the center, was the headquarter of the scholars and the poets, so this tells the place. This tells the place. Wa markazan, same, markazan li talimil ulumi, the center for the education of sciences. So markaz tells us the place of the action of the verb. Min mashriki ila maghribi, same, mashriq and maghribul, mashriq al ardi wa maghribi wa maghrib al ardi, those are indicating the east and west, the places. Maw'idi, this is the time. This indicates the time of the action of the end of the Abbasid Caliphate. And multakat darasina, it was the meeting place. This is the place. And similarly, the hospitals were built in it. So hospital is the place for the sick person. So this indicates the place. So in these words, they come out of the root and they tell us that the place and the time of the verb. فَمَشْرِكُ الْأَرْضِ هُوَ مَكَانُ الشُّرُوكِ. So the Mashrikul Ard is the place in the east, place of the east, and Maghribul Ardi is the place of the west. وهل هناك فرق بين اسم المكان واسم الزمان? Is there any difference between ismul makan wa ismul zaman? This is the question. La, no. فنحن نقول في اللغة العربية, we say in the Arabic language, ismul zamani wal makani. We say the noun of time and place. Wala nakulu, and we don't say ismul makani wasmul zamani. We don't say the noun of place and noun of time, means we don't separate these two words. We combine them with the one ism, one noun, means they are combined. The same words can be used for place or time. وَمَعْنَى هَذَا أَنَّ الْكَلِمَةَ نَفْسَهَا تَكُونُ إِسْمًا لِلزَّمَانِ. This means that thus the word, the same word can be ismul lizaman, the noun for the time, or al-makani, or the place. فَنَفْهَمُ هَذَا مِنَ الْجُمْلَةِ فَقَط. And we will understand this from the sentence. Misalun, example. Mashrikul Ardi. So when we say Mashrikul Ardi, this is called the place, the east. This is the place where the sun rises. Amma, and as for when we say Mashriku Shamsi, this is the sunrise, and this is the time the sun rises. So this is the time of sun rising. This is the place from where the sun rises, from the place where the sun rises. So this is the difference, and we see both are same words. So one is coming as a place, ismul makan, and the other is coming as a time, ismul zaman. فهو مكان الشرقي فهو زمان الشروق الشمسي. نحن درسنا, we have studied that zarful zaman was zarful makan. In the lesson number 15 we have studied the zarful zaman and zarful makan. So the question is, hal huma ismul makani wa zamani? Are they ismul makan wa zaman? La, no. Zarful zamani aw al makani huwa wazi. So actually zarful zaman was zarful makan that we studied in lesson number 15. They are different from the ismul makan wa zaman. So I have created this a summary which indicates what is the difference. So zarful zaman was zarful makan. This is the function in the sentence that tells us when and where the action happened. So zarful zaman will tell us when the action happened. This gives the answer to the question when, and zarful makan will tell the where the action happened. So they actually give a response to when and where, and they don't have any specific pattern, and they are always mansoob. So that is zarful zaman wal makan. However, ismul zaman wal makan, this is a noun. So this is a noun derived from a verb, which comes out of the verb to name the fixed location or time associated with the action. So this is a noun that is derived from a verb, whereas zarful zaman, zarful makan, they are not derived from the verb. They are derived from the verb which indicate the fixed location or time associated with the action. And depending upon the sentence, it can be marfu, mansoob, or majroor. So here I said it does not have a specific pattern. Ismu zaman wal makan, they have a specific patterns which we're gonna study, and they can be marfu, mansoob, or majroor, while zarfu zaman, zarfu makan is always mansoob. So these are the differences, and this is what is explained here. Zarfu zaman aw al makan, zarfu zaman or al makan huwa wazifatun fil jumlati, is the function in the sentence yakulu lana that tells us mata or aina when or where كان الفعل الموجود, where was the action present في الجملة in the sentence. Whereas واسم الزمان والمكان, اسم الزمان والمكان هو نوع للكلمة is the kind of the word يقول لنا that tells us زمان أو مكان الفعل, the exact time or place of the verb الذي أخذناه منه, that we take out, means we derive it from that verb, from a verb, that we take out from it. وربما يكون اسم الزمان والمكان, and the اسم الزمان والمكان can be مرفوع منصوب or مجرور, and that is we can show with these examples. So in this example, فقد أقيمت فيها المستشفيات, and the hospitals were built in it. We just studied above this example. So here al-mustashfiyatu, this is the place for the sick people. This is ismul makan, and this is marfu. So this coming as a marfu because this is naib file. So if we put i'rab on this sentence, so al-faw, this faqad, al-faw harfu atfin mabni al fathi, qad is harfu tahqiqin mabni al sukun, and akama yukimu, I just mentioned, I explained above that akama yukimu form 4 changes to ukima yukamu, and here ukimat. So ukimat is fi'l madin mabni al fathi lil majhul, passive form. Wa ta'u, and this ta is ta'u lit tanis, ta of the feminine, because this referred to some city which is feminine, and fiha is jarun ba majrurun al mustashfiyatu. So this becomes the naib file because this is the passive form. So this is naib file. Naib file is always marfu. Naibun file marfuun walamatu rafi ad-damma, lamatu rafi ad-damma, and this is ismul makan. So this coming from the verb istashfa yashtashfi, and the mustashfa is the ismul makan. So al mustashfiyat is the plural of mustashfa. So in simply that this word is coming as in the marfu form. Aw khabara kana, or the khabar for kana, or khabar for kana is mansoob. So here is an example. Kama kanat markazan lit tibbi, as if it was, like if it was the center for the medicine. So kanat is fi'l madin naqisun nasikhun mabni al fathi wa ta'u lit tanis wa ismu kana mustatir. Ismu kana is hidden taqdiruhu hiya. I mean it was some city. We're talking about Baghdad here. And markazan is khabru kana mansubun wal amatu rafi al fatah. So this is now here it is coming as a mansub because it's coming as a khabru kana litibbi jarun wa majrurun. Aw majruran bi harfi jarrin, or it comes in the majrur form because of harfi jar, like min mashrikil ardi ila maghribiha. So this mashrik now is again ismu zaman wal makan, and here it is majrur. So in other words, ismu zaman wal makan can be marfu, mansoob or majrur, depending on the function of these words in the sentence, aw fi ayyi wazifati ukhra, or some other function. Okay, so there was ismu zaman wal makan, and that also explains the difference of ismu zaman wal makan from the zarfu zaman wal makan. Now kaifa nasugu ismul makani wa zamani min al fi'li. As I said that there is a pattern of ismul makan wa zaman, and they come out of the verb. So now the question is how they are formed. So first of all, how they are formed from the fi'l mujarrad, from the 3-letter verb. Yakunu ismul makani was zamani ala wazni maf'alun. So the pattern of ismul makan was zaman is gonna be on the pattern of maf'alun in the ma yakunu madariul fi'li ala wazni yaf'alu or yaf'ulu. If the fi'l mudari is yaf'alu or yaf'ulu, if is on these two patterns, then the ismul makan was zaman is going to be on pattern of maf'alun. Here are some examples. Say for example, laiba yal abu, to play, and mal abun, if we take the present tense, which is yal abu, on the pattern of yaf'alu, then the ismu zaman wal makan is going to be mal abun on the pattern of maf'alun, means playground. Similarly, kharaja yakhruju, this is kharaja yakhruju on the pattern of fa'ala yaf'ulu. So the makhrajun is on the pattern of maf'alun, means exit, the place of going out. Similarly, shariba yashrabu means to drink, and mashrabun is the drinking place or time, which comes out. So yashrabu is on this pattern yaf'alu, and the mashrabu is on maf'alun. So this is the ismu zaman wal makan, drinking place or drinking time. Rakiza yarkuzu, to place or fix something to something else, and markazun, which is given here, markazun, this is on the pattern of maf'alun, and its means is the center, the exact spot where a spear or a pole was planted into the earth. So markaz, generally speaking, means the center. That is one pattern. If the fail mudari is on yaf'alu or yaf'ulu, then this pattern is going to be maf'alun, because for the case of fail mujarrad, fail mudari can have different forms. They don't have any fixed form like we see from form for the case of fail mazid. So that is why there are going to be different combinations of patterns of ismul makan wa zaman. So this for the case of yaf'alu or yaf'ulu is going to be maf'alun, and yakunu ismul makani wa zamani ala wazni maf'ilun, and it is going to be on the pattern of maf'ilun when the fail mudari is going to be ala wazni yaf'ilu. And here are some examples for this. Jalasa yajlisu, to sit, which is on the pattern of yaf'ilu, yajlisu, and the ismu makan here is majlisun, the sitting room. Similarly, nazala yanzilu, to descend, and manzilun is the descending place or loading place or a house. Another one is araza yarizu on the pattern of yafilu, and marizun is the exhibition or a showroom on the pattern of mafilun. There is another pattern, wahunaka afalun kalilatun jiddan ala wazni, very little verbs, they are on the pattern of yafulu. Wasmul makani was zamani minha ala wazni mafilun. So very little words on the pattern of yafulu, they end up at mafilun, on the pattern of mafilun. Wa min haza nara fil amsilati, and here are the examples, like sharaka yashruku, the ismu zaman wal makan is mashrikun on the pattern of mafilun. Similarly, gharaba yagrubu on the pattern of maghribun. Wa min al amsilat al mashhurati, and some famous examples, masjidun, sajada yasjudu, to prostrate, and masjidun is the place where we do the prostration or we do our prayers, masjidun. on the pattern of mafilun. So that explains how to make fail ismul maqam wa zaman from a fail mujarrad from the 3-letter root verbs. Now from the fail mazid is only just one form. So fail mazid from the augmented form of the verbs that has addition to the 3 letters. So how we can make ismul makani wa zamani min al fail al mazidi yakunu ala wazni. So this is on the pattern of simply we in the last session we studied ism maf'ul. So that ism maf'ul can be sometime treated as ismul makan wa zaman because the pattern is same. So only one word can be ism maf'ul, can be ismul makan, or can be ismul zaman, place of maf'ul or place of time and or place. وَنَحْنُ نَفْهَمُ أَنَّهُ اسم مفعول أو زمان ومكان من الجملة فقط. And the sentence will explain the difference. I have this example is given which I have explained here. For example, istakbala yastakbilu, form 10 means to receive. Ism file is mustakbilun, the one who receives, the receiver, the host. And the thing received or the person received is mustakbalun ismul mafuli, the person who is received. So here mustakbalun is ism maful. And if we look at this example, ash-shakhsu allazi nastakbiluhu, ismul maful is the person that is welcomed. Here is an example. Ar-raisu mubarakun mustaqbalun fil urduni the president Mubarak is welcome to Jordan, is welcomed in Jordan. So here mustaqbalun is coming as a ism maf'ul. Now if you look at this example, az-zamanu allazi nastaqbilu fiha zayfana, this is the time of the receiving of the president. For example, al-fajru mustaqbalu raisi mubarakin fil urduni, dawn, the fajr is the time of the reception of the president Mubarak in Jordan. So here same word mustaqbalu is coming as the zaman, ismu zaman, the time of the receiving. And if we look at the place of the receiving, for the place of the receiving, al-makan allazi nastaqbilu fiha zayfana, this is the place we welcome our guest. So mataru ammana, Amman airport mustaqbalu raisi mubaraki ful urduni. So Amman airport is the place of reception of the president Mubarak in Jordan. So we see that the same word coming as the in this example as ism maf'ul, in this example this coming as a ismu zaman, and this coming as a ismu makan, the same word. So there is only one pattern to make ismul makan wa zaman, and which is the same as we make ism maf'ul. So in summary, for whatever we have studied of masdar, ism fa'il, ism maf'ul, from the fail mazid is the summary is given. And the ism maf'ul, like I said, ism maf'ul can be used as a ismu zaman wal makan. So here is the fa'ala yufa'ilu, form 3 verb. Amar is fa'il. So there is also one specific form for the amr, like masdar, ism fa'il and ism maf'ul. So fa'il is the amr and masdar is mafa'alatun wa fiyalun. Ism fa'il is mufa'ilun, ism maf'ul is mufa'alun. Form 2 fa'ala yufa'ilu, amr is fa'il, Masdar is taf'ilun. Ism file is mufa'ilun. Ism maf'ul is mufa'alun. Form 4. Af'ala yuf'ilu. Amar is af'il. Masdar is if'alun. Ism file is muf'ilun. And ism maf'ul is muf'alun. Form 6. Tafa'ala yatafa'alu. Amar is tafa'al. Masdar is tafa'ulun. Ism file is mutafa'ilun. Ism maf'ul is mutafa'alun. Form 5. Tafa'ala yatafa'alu. Amar is tafa'al. Masdar is tafa'ulun. Ism file is mutafa'ilun and ism maf'ul is mutafa'alun. Form 7. If in fa'ala yanfa'ilu. Amar is infa'il. Masdar is infi'alun. Ism file is munfa'ilun and ism maf'ul is munfa'alun. Form 8. If ta'ala yaftailu. Amar is going to be at the pattern of iftail. Masdar is iftialun. Ism file is muftailun. Ism maf'ul is mufta'alun. And the form 10 is istaf'ala yastafilu. Amar is going to be on the pattern of istaf'il. Masdar is istif'alun. Ism file is mustaf'ilun and ism maf'ul is mustaf'alun. This is the one that we just studied, mustaqbalun. So that completes the concepts of the main concepts of this lesson. Now we're going to do some i'rab. Asbakhta madinatan mumayyazatan fi tarikh al-islami. It became a distinguished city in the history of Islam, in the Islamic history. So what type of sentence this is? This is jumla ismiya mansukhatun bi fi'l nasikh, is mansukh because of fi'l nasikh. Asbaha, fi'l nasikh is asbaha, and this ta is ta'u tanis because the file is feminine. Ismu asbaha is mustatir, that city is not mentioned, so is damirun mustatirun. And madinatan is khabru kana mansub, madinatan. Mumayyazatan is the adjective for Medina, mumayyazatan. Same, this follows, sifa follows its mawsuf in Arab. And fi tarikh al-islami is shibu jumla. Fi tarikh jarun wa majrurun, and al-islami is the sifa for at-tarikhi, and is following its mawsuf in the i'rab. Okay, now we have the i'rab here. Asbahat. Asbaha is the fi'lu madin nasikhun mabniun alal fathi, has the fatha, and ta is the ta'u tanis, ta'u feminine, and ismu asbaha is not mentioned. Ismu asbaha is damirun mustatirun taqdiruhu hiya. Madinatan is khabru asbaha, so ismu asbaha is mustatir and khabru asbaha is madinatan mansubun walamatun nasbi al-fatat is zahira, has a fatha. Mumayyazatan is sifatun mansubatun walamatun nasbi al-fatatu zahira, same, so like this. Fi is harfu jarrin mabni ala sukun. At-tarikhi ismun majrurun ba'da fi walamatul jarri al-kasra, kasratu zahira, and al-islami is sifatun majruratun walamatul jarri al-kasratu zahira. The next one is assasa madinatan jadidatan la nahri dijlata aidan. So this is the verb. Assasa yuassisu. Masdar is tasisun wa huwa, and ism file is muassisun, maf'ul is muassasun, to lay a foundation of a building. So he laid the foundation of the new city ala nakhri dijlata, on the river Dijla Aidan also. A jumla is, this is coming starting from a verb, so a jumla failure. Fail is assasa. File is again, the file is not mentioned, is hidden. Damirun mustatirun. Madinatan is maful bihi. And jadidatan is the again sifa for Madina. Allah nakhri jarnu wa majrurun. And nakhri dajalata mudaf mudaf lay. And aidan is maful mutlaq. So here we have the i'rab. Assasa is fi'lu madin mabniyun ala al-fathi. File is damirun mustatirun taqdiru huwa, is that file is missing, is hidden. Madinatan is maf'ul bihi mansubun wa alamatun nasbi al-fatatu zahira. Jadidatan is sifatun mansubatun wa alamatun nasbi al-fatatu zahira. Allah is harfu jarrin mabni ala sukun. Nahri ismun majrurun ba'da Allah wa alamatul jarri al-kasratu zahira, as a kasra. And then it becomes mudaf wa huwa mudaf. And dijlata mudafun alayhi majrurun wa alamatul jarri al-fatatu zahira, because mudaf alayhi is not taking kasra, li'annahu, because mamnoon minas sarfi. This is mamnoon minas sarf, is the feminine name here. And aidan is maf'ulun mutlaqun li fi'li mahzuf, is the fi'l mahzuf, because maf'ul mutlaq is the masdar of a verb. Here it is omitted. Mansubun wa alamatun nasbi al-fatatu zahira, and the alamatun nasbi mutlaq is has to be fatah, and is fatatu zahira. So this completes the session of today. In the next session we're gonna study the main lesson, and then we're gonna do the exercises. So I'm going to stop it here now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.